Hey YouTube world, today is January 27th of 2020. Day, I don't even know, let's just say 27 of the time that I would consider terrible for my family. We have thought for the last 2 days that maybe my sister was in rehab. We really weren't sure exactly if she was. We were kind of waiting for a phone call, really just waiting for anything. But last night, she accidentally texted me some gibberish, and it put me in a colossal panic attack. And I mean bad. Like, I was having a hard time breathing. The effect that this has had on me and my emotional well-being and mental health has been really just super negative. I feel like lots of people don't understand that aspect of it, so sometimes it's hard to look at the bigger picture of the other people that are also affected in these situations. Most people just think like, oh, the poor addict, and they quickly gloss over the family. But we are the real people that are hurting behind the scenes, trying to keep a brave face and smile and pretend like everything's going to be okay, or actually convince ourselves that everything is going to be okay. It usually isn't, though. We lie a lot to cover things for her, or to hide things, not because we want to be liars, but sometimes lying is easier than telling the truth when the truth hurts. The truth is hard to talk about. Last night when I was sitting in the corner of the kitchen crying on the floor, trying to hide from my kids, I realized that the pain has probably gotten really too much for me to bear. And I obviously have become angry as a result. And I don't really want to be that person. So I'm sorry if I ever seem too angry. I'm really just really hurt. And I think that being who I am is sometimes hard because I have to keep a brave face most times for my children, and I have to be strong. But last night I had enough of being strong, and I cried a lot, really loud, really hard, and I just felt a little bit of weight lifted off my shoulders, I guess. Not a lot, but it was nice to cry. Really wasn't nice that, like, after my kids noticed and all asked me what was wrong with my sister, and, you know, making sure she was still alive, because that is, like, ultimately the worst feeling then, because I showed them, you know, weakness, and I try really, really hard not to do that. Although during this month, it's been very difficult to not really be who I am, and I wear my heart on my sleeves, so I have taken this really hard. And I was laying in my bed today thinking about maybe why I've taken it so much harder this time around than previous times. And I feel like it does have a lot to do with, you know, just so many people dying from it. And just maybe that she is so lost in this drug that, you know, you don't know if you'll get her back. I think that's really, really, really hard on me, personally. I also feel like I have been trying my very best to not make any really bad memories any further with her, so I can just mostly reflect upon only the good ones that I still have left. And sometimes that's hard because, like I said, this has been going on for 13 years and the good memories are a little bit scarce now. But it was there for me during a lot of like really trying times in my life, and I will always be appreciative for that. The first time I got into a really bad domestic dispute, being younger, she was there for me, you know. I needed her then really badly, and she was there and took care of me and just stayed by my side through that and really was a good sister to me. She was there for me every time that I was homeless and gave me a home, and I could not thank her enough for that either, because I guess I would have not had anything had I not had her then. She also was really there for me too, probably like during my pregnancy when I had really bad depression and stuff. My pregnancy with my youngest daughter was absolutely terrible. Not like that it was a bad pregnancy. I just was plagued with like the worst postpartum perinatal depression that I feel like anyone could have had. So I really needed a supportive family during that time, and she was very, very supportive of me and very, very loving. She also was there for me when I got pregnant for the second time, being young. She didn't really judge me, and she just gave me support. She was the first person to find out that I was pregnant, and she is now my oldest daughter's godmother. So I think going through this stage of life with her is troubling because I don't know if I'm going to have the opportunity to make any good memories again, which has been really hard on me, and it's taking its toll emotionally on me as well. I'm definitely filled with a lot of sadness and just, you know, wishing and hoping that my sister will come back and go to rehab and change her life around. But right now, we don't know if that's going to happen at all, so it's just hard on everybody, and it's really hard on my mother. Sucks for her, sucks for all of us, and it's just like sad. Majority of the time my mom has to keep a really, really brave face because she's raising her kids right now, and even though, you know, she wants to show her true emotion and probably cry it out like the rest of us, she really can't. So it's just sad. I wish that we weren't going through this right now, but it's definitely made us a stronger family. But, you know, we don't know what the future holds, so trying to stay positive is really hard during this time. But yeah, I just wanted to share that today because it was heavy on my heart, anyways, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and that you like this video, even though I'm sorry I'm crying so much and really emotional. I didn't really want to be. Anyways, I guess till next time, as always, fuck heroin.